Welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about loops. So in the very first video, I briefly talked about them. If we are interested in doing some task over and over again, then we use this mechanism. So what happens is there are some statements which we want to run multiple number of times. So we run them on the basis of some condition. Until unless that condition is true, that portion of the code is going to run over and over again. And once it becomes false, the execution would stop. So we are going to talk about two kind of loops in this video. The first one is called while loop. So it's going to run while some certain statement is going to return true. The way this example code is going to show you how to use it. So I initialize the value of count equals to 0 and then I write the keyword while. Then I give a condition. In this bracket, there's a condition and until unless it's going to return a true value, a bool of true. The statements that are with an indentation of one tab inside the loop or after the loop or while is going to run over and over again. Okay, so the syntax is you write while, you write the condition, and then you put a colon. Okay, and then you put a tab to put the statements inside this while. So here this code is going to run 10 times, and every time it's going to print the value of count, and then it's checking whether the count, and then it's incrementing the count by 1. So until unless it's less than 9, this condition is going to return true. Right? We can print this, right? What it is returned. Right? Okay. And then we are going to print it after going out from the loop to see what it becomes then. How the loop is working. So it's true, true, true 10 times and then it's printing false. So basically it's printing false here as well. Because after incrementing, reaching the value of 10, then it should give false. So there's no need of printing it outside the loop. Well, in order to check whether your condition is true or false. So 10 times it's true, right? And the value is greater than 9 or even equal to 9 because equal is also not here. It becomes false. As it becomes false, will come out of the loop. The second one is for loop. It's for certain iterations. In cases where you know how many times you're going to iterate, or in some cases you want to iterate over some list or some string or some data structure. We are going to get into data structure later on, but in such cases when you exactly know how many times you have to do iteration, or if you want to get something done until unless some values are being extracted from a data structure and until unless all the values are extracted, this loop is very handy. So the syntax of this loop is you write for and then the iterating variable in some sequence, right? This is the way it is being written. For example, if I, in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm extracting letters from the string Python. So it's going to extract each and every letter over and over again. Once this Python string is going to end, the loop is going to end. Let's try it. Yeah, here it is. Next, I'm doing the same thing with numbers of comparison. So in this case, I'm doing index and index in the range in the length of root. So length of root is 3, right? So it's going to run 3 times. If you know exact number of times, you can use the keyword range. Well, before ending this video, we can give it a try by iterating the list. That is also possible. So if we remove this range and length here, I know I have not talked about list in details, but well, it's kind of an array. If you have experience from previous languages, okay. So I'm going to extract. Then I'm going to print the index. It's going to extract each and every value inside the fruits until the fruits is end. Same is going to be the output, right? So thank you very much for this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up and do suggest me how should I improve. Thank you very much.